What's up, guys? This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And we're from the Yelling from the Stands podcast. And today, we're here to talk to you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer.
One cool thing Anchor can do for you is it will distribute your podcast across all platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
So in a nutshell, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from Southern California, this is Yelling from the Stands.
What is up? This is Sean.
And this is Zach.
And welcome to Yelling from the Stands. It has been a while since we have graced this fucking podcast world. How you been, man?
I've been good. How you been?
I've been fucking busy, dude. Crazy stuff. All kinds of shit going on. I'm happy to be back in the saddle, though.
Back in the saddle again. I'm back. You know who sings that song?
That's Aerosmith, right?
Yep, good job.
How long has it been, man? It's been a while.
Jeez, go to our end of last year? No.
It was probably like, because it was before fantasy playoffs even.
Yeah.
I guess I got Anchor right here. November 8th was our last published podcast, and it was Bye Weeks and Booze.
5 months.
For all you Bye Weeks and Boozers. We appreciate your support. Thank you for hanging with us. We did decide to change things up a bit. Kind of change the format a little bit. It's just Zach and I. Keeping it most sports, but we did expand. We expanded it to almost all sports now.
More things to talk about. Shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
All sports, and just having fun with it, man. Keeping it lighthearted, keeping it something fun to listen to, and just having a fucking blast with it, man. But Bye Weeks and Booze was a much more booze heavy, a lot of drinks, a lot of videos. Mostly fantasy football. Yelling from the Stands is more a podcast that's going to be just sports in the eyes of the fans. And that's what it is to everybody. And what better time to start that conversation when there's no sports?
Yep, nothing going on.
So, like we said, thank you for all the Bye Weeks and Boozers that hung with us and have been listening. We've been getting messages left and right. A lot of buddies back home was like, dude, when is this new one starting? We've been waiting. Especially now with COVID-19 going on. A lot of people are digging into podcasts and TV shows and stuff. So me and Zach were able to make some stuff happen. Had a lot of stuff happen in the last few months. If you were a Bye Weeks and Boozer, you remember our Hot Ass Garage in sunny Fontana. That is now gone. The new studio, Yelling from the Stands Studios, is set up in, what would you call this area? It's not sunny right now.
Just something by the mountains.
Yeah, it's mountain. We're in the mountains, man.
We're mountaineers over here, boy.
Yeah, Highland, California, up in the mountains.
The Highlanders. We're the Highlanders.
We're the Highlanders, yeah. So I bought a house. Me and my wife bought a house out here, and we just got moved in. Spent a lot of time fixing stuff. The goal all along was to set up our own office studio, and we did that. So it's all set up inside. So I'm very proud to say, fuck you to the cricket, and he's no longer welcome, because
Dude, don't say that. I miss him so much.
I don't. That dude is out, man. No more cricket. I left him back in Fontana.
I'm telling you, dude, he's probably somewhere in your garage in a box somewhere waiting to pop up.
I'm gonna freaking lose it if he does. But we got our own little studio set up in here now. Nice air-conditioned heater, whatever we need. All inside. And, yeah, well, you might hear the kids running around in the background and stuff in my house, but I'll take that over the cricket any day.
Yep.
So what did everybody miss, man? So where we left off, we were just getting into the fantasy football playoffs of our own FFL league. You want to give a rundown and kind of...
I'm trying to think. I don't even remember since it's been so long. But I think all my teams did shit.
You ended up in...
You have all the stuff? I don't know. I can't. I don't think I go back on the app, but yeah, I got knocked out the first round. I think.
Was it? I can pull it up on the Yahoo page real quick.
Yeah.
Let me get signed in real quick.
Right quick.
Because I have the app. Yeah, and I actually just started again for this season.
That's why I just saw, they keep renewing it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they let us do it earlier and earlier each year. Let's go FFL. And I think I got it right here. Okay, so was it 2019? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So Mr. Zach ended up in 5th place. Not so lucky.
Yeah, not so lucky is my name right there.
Who'd you end up losing to, man? You lost to...
I think I barely lost, didn't I?
Oh, no, you got your ass kicked.
Oh,
that's
damn.
Oh, this is the one. Okay, so we went into the playoffs. I was set to play Patrick, and there's that last second stat correction. Or I was set to play Patrick, and he had a last second stat correction that switched a guy out of the playoffs, and then I ended up playing Troy, who I beat, and if I would have played Patrick, I would have lost. So I was thankful for that stat correction. You lost to him. You end up losing to Patrick.
And he got the most points that week. So like
huge, 240. Chris beat Daryl, and then I think that's Miguel. Eli State-Tickler? Yeah. Miguel beat Anthony. We go to the semifinals. It's Chris and Miguel against myself and Patrick. I beat Patrick by less than a point. Or a little over a point.
1.6.
Chris beats Miguel by about 30. And then me and Chris go to the finale where I beat that motherfucker 219 to 192. That trophy's sitting on my fucking desk right here. Hi, guy. I told you he's coming home. Yeah, so I won the FFL last year, and then my other league, the SFL.
I think I did better in that league.
I think you did. Let me pull that one up.
Did I get 3rd?
Oops.
No. I feel like I did better in that league.
I feel like you won some money, didn't you?
No, I didn't win anyway.
The SoCal Fantasy League. Why can't I check for last year?
I had a lot of injuries last year, though, I think. It's crazy. With all these sports, it's been so long, I forgot everything.
Yeah, dude, I feel out of it, man. Like when we were doing the podcast, we were hot and heavy on this stuff. It was fresh in the brain. I don't even see where you can go to last year on this one. This is
record book?
Where's that?
Top, next to dues. Trading block, record book, maybe.
No. Usually, on the other one, it has a little click down button to where you just click. Like
you click like the last year.
Yeah, and it's not. It was right here.
Maybe it's a setting in that.
Yeah, it's different. Well, either way, I won the SFL too. I won that. I don't know who I played. I can't remember. Was it Miguel?
I think it might have been Miguel.
I think it was Miguel. I had a good season last year. It worked out really well. I got lucky as fuck, which I'll say it over and over. Fantasy football is a game of luck, just as much as it is just being at the right place, right time. But no, we had fun. We wrapped it up, and then we started going through a lot of stuff, like buying houses and all this stuff. So we had to take some time off.
That was houses, and it was Christmas time, holidays.
It was nuts, man. And then once we got out, we were really planned to be doing this in, what was it, like January, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
February, January. And then that's when our house stuff got involved. And then I think the sickness started coming around late February. And yeah. But now we're here. We've got it. We're all set back up. We're good to go in the studio. We're just, we're happy to be back. Enjoying a nice Ritual Extra Red Ale brewed in Redlands, California.
Oh, Ritual Brewing. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I love their stuff. Way underrated. And that's what I've been up to, man. Anything else for you? Did I miss
No,
Tom?
just this whole quarantine shit.
Yeah, COVID-19. Everybody's stuck inside. It sucks, man. I mean, I'm, I guess, what you would call an essential worker.
So am I. So
we are all working.
We have to work.
My wife is working. A lot of the family is still going. So a lot of hand sanitizer, washing of hands, face masks. It's dangerous, man. But it's been, and I don't want to say it's been fun, because it has not been fun. That's not what I mean. But I like when the ordinary kind of becomes the unordinary or just different. You get to change those day-to-day routines. So when I see that stuff happen, it's interesting to me. So it's just not the norm anymore. So it's at least a breath of fresh air in that sense, but not good by any means.
Yeah, so hopefully they find a cure soon. I've heard talks There's hydrochloroquine or something like that, and
Yeah,
erythromycin is...
Or the Jim Baker, the silver.
What's silver?
Look up Jim Baker's.
Oh, is that the guy that he turned blue? That guy?
No, it might have been. Jim Baker's the fucking Christian dude that sells people all those fake cures. He sells the end of times buckets.
Oh, it's like that old like Red Dead Redemption where he like the
it's snake oil.
Snake oil and all that stuff. Yeah.
The whoever came out, the government came out and said, you need to stop this or we will put you in prison. Because he takes advantage, man. He's the guy that sells on like Rhett and Link when they did the Jim Baker's buckets, the preservative packed ones that last like 25 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's who makes them. He'll sell you whatever. It's pathetic. But yeah, we need to get this thing wrapped up, man. In my lifetime, we've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. It really is.
At first, I thought like, oh, just another, not a hoax, but like it's another something that's scary because you had
like
swine flu, you had H1N1, you had what's the mosquito?
SARS?
West Nile, you had SARS, all this stuff, and then like H1N1, it was worse than what coronavirus was, and Obama did nothing. No one talked about it.
No, man. I had one girl at my college get it, and everybody stopped hanging out with her forever. I think she's married now. That's good for her. But yeah, I felt so horrible because I remember they're like, oh my God, she got the swine flu. And I was like, oh, where is she? He's like, oh, we don't fucking talk to her anymore.
Stay away, like, Satan.
All right. But that's what's been going on, man. Let's talk some sports. Let's talk some the NFL.
Over NFL real quick. So
we learned what the fantasy did. Break us down some NFL happenings in these past few weeks.
So if you don't know and you live under a rock, the Chiefs won it all. They took it home.
Did you call that one? What did you think about the Super Bowl?
It was really good.
I thought it was.
We had a nice barbecue that day. We watched it. It was actually really good.
It was a pretty good game. It wasn't the barn burner I hoped for, but it was still good. And I thought the Chiefs would win it. I thought the Chiefs had it the whole time. 49ers should have fucking had it. They
should have, would have, could have, but
they had the the manpower and so the talent to do so. But the Chiefs, man, they're just too good. They're taking that from the Patriots. They're the new dynasty for a little while. But a lot of trade happenings these past few just couple weeks, I'd say.
A lot of trade happenings, a lot of free agent signings.
Yeah, let's jump off from there. So the number one I got on top is Teddy Bridgewater. So Bridgewater obviously plays 6 games last season when Drew Brees is out, 6-7 games.
Because he had his thumb surgery?
Yeah, when he had his surgery, came in and rocked it. He did a great job, and that's when he proved to everybody that, hey, I can play as a starter in this league. Panthers decide to let go and cut Cam Newton. And
they finally cut him?
Yeah, they cut him. And Teddy Bridgewater is taken over in Carolina with a new head coach. So what do you think of that?
I don't really know too much about him, but he coached at, was it Baylor?
Was that the guy?
Is it Baylor or is it Texas?
I think it was Baylor.
A&M.
Matt Rule?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He damn good coach, man. I don't know a whole lot about him, but what he did at Baylor after what they went through was crazy. So
and then they also signed the guy from the XFL?
Huh.
Is it something Jackson? Let me look him up right now, but that was his old ex-coach in college.
Oh.
So
that's interesting.
Panthers QB signing. What was his name? Oh, what's his name? PJ Walker. Which was a stud in the XFL.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Was it Seattle's team?
I think it was Seattle. He was the guy that right out of college, right?
Yes.
What
team is it? Yeah, but so PJ Walker, so Rule, that was his coach in college.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why a little...
Makes sense.
He knows what he's capable of, so...
So what do you think the Panthers are going to look like now, man? So we're talking... Man, it's so weird not to have Cam Newton. And was it Blake Allen? I always fucked his name up.
Jake Allen, I think, right?
Jake? I don't think it was Jake. Blake or...
Kyle Allen.
Kyle.
One of those
white names.
One of those white
names. Cooper Allen.
Cooper Kupp.
No, he went to... Was it Denver?
Who?
They traded him.
Traded who?
Kyle Allen.
Oh, they traded him?
Yeah, they traded him. Look him up.
Redskins, right here.
Redskins. That's
so, after agreeing to a 2-year deal with Walker, the Panthers traded Kyle Allen to the Washington Redskins for a 5th-round pick.
So we're talking Teddy Bridgewater's the guy. Christian McCaffrey is the running back star, dump off receiver.
Yeah,
DJ Moore. Funchess is gone.
Funchess signed with the Packers.
Yeah, that's interesting, by the way.
I think that's a buy low.
Yeah, I agree.
If he could.
I think he's got more talent than the Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Allison.
Allison's gone, so.
Yeah. But Panthers, man, I think there's still a lot of holes there to spend that much money. But I don't know.
Because Olsen's gone.
Yeah.
Kuechly's gone. He's retired.
Mm-hmm. A lot of shit. A lot of pieces are gone from that team. We'll see, though, man. Bridgewater, I think, is a good prospect, but I think they need a lot more pieces than what they've got. Unless this coach can just show them. I think Ron Rivera was a good coach. I think they just needed some new scenery.
I think because we're getting a Newton, let's just rebuild and start fresh.
Well. I mean, it's the same way with our guy Tom Brady, which is who we're on to next.
I called it too.
Did you?
Yeah.
I really didn't know what to say about it. I thought he would stay. I was like most of the Boston dudes, man. I had no idea that he was going to leave. I was like, why would he leave? He has a ton of money. I guess he just wanted some more.
Guess so. But I think part of it too, it's because the Buccaneers are hosting the Super Bowl this year. So what way?
Oh.
I go to a new team. We host Super Bowl. I could win the Super Bowl where I play at.
That's a good point. I didn't know.
It's only 2 years, so, and I'm in nice ass Florida.
So Brady signs a 50. What was the contract he signed?
2 years, $50 million.
2 years, $50 million.
Guaranteed.
Jesus Christ.
Guaranteed money.
This guy's 42 years old.
So what if though? Just gets hurt preseason, out for 2 years, you get paid your $50 million.
Get this. What if he gets coronavirus and he's like he's in his 40s?
And he dies?
I didn't say that. I was just thinking maybe he's out for a while. Yeah. And then like, oh shit, this guy's older. We got to pay attention to that. I don't know. Good move or bad move? What do you think?
It's a good move.
For who?
For Brady. Just getting paid.
Good move, bad move for the Pats.
Pats are just, I think they're just shit now.
They're going to have to rebuild.
Yeah.
If I'm the Patriots, if I'm Robert Kraft, I am trading Julian Edelman. I'm starting to move people. Mm-hmm. I really am. You got to rebuild. I know they got Jared Stidham, good quarterback out of Auburn. I've heard good things, but he's not going to pick up the ball and run with it like Brady could. Brady really kind of did a lot more than he was probably needed to there towards the end. And I think that's a big reason why he left. He was sick of putting so much on his shoulders.
They signed Brian Hoyer too, I think, the Patriots.
They re-signed him? Yeah, he was good. He's a good talent to have, but he's not going to win him a Super Bowl.
No.
They're a mid-level team as of right now. They've really got to rebuild.
But with the Bucs, though, they're
the Bucs. Bro, can we talk about the Bucs wide receiving core now?
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin.
Those two right there are fucking
But Perryman,
top.
he signed with someone else.
Yeah, he did. He was, but they, who else am I thinking of? There's another one. They're talking about drafting a wide receiver too, which I'm
really?
like, I don't understand why.
You have O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate. That reminds me of the old Patriots with Gronk and Hernandez. So
you know how Brady loves his tight ends.
And then did Barber leave or Jones left? Someone left.
I would bet Barber left. Jones is a draft pick. He's probably on his rookie contract still.
Is it Ronald Barber?
Ronald Jones. Peyton Barber.
Peyton Barber. I think he left, right?
Yeah, he's a journeyman, man. He would be somebody that they would just let go.
Yeah, the Redskins signed him.
Okay, good. So Ronald Jones is the guy there. The only thing with that is if Ronald Jones can't become the passing back and kind of be that Rex Burkhead for Brady, they'll find somebody else. And they might go after somebody. Shit. They might sign a ball boy or something like that. I don't know what they did, but he's got to have somebody that can do a little bit of everything, like the Sony Michel and the James White. Brady needs that because I mean he's gonna those wide receivers are gonna pull secondary people away with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. That's unreal, man. That's a crazy secondary you're gonna have to cover these guys.
I wonder how they feel. Like you have a Hall of Fame quarterback to get thrown to. Like
it's got to be pretty crazy. Going from what you had. I mean, Jameis did great numbers-wise, but, you know, he was so disappointing with his interceptions and his ball control. A lot of problems.
Yeah, Ronald Jones is all they have because they have T.J. Logan I never heard of.
Probably going to draft somebody then.
Dare Ojun Bowale.
Oh, he was actually no. That's their pass down guy. Yeah, I can't say his name, but I know you're talking about.
Dare Ojun Bowale.
He was a passing down back, and he actually had some flashes last season.
They'll probably draft someone late. You know how the Packers did, like Eddie Lacy, can maybe like a sneak peek in the later rounds.
Yeah. What do you think about the Bucks?
What do you mean about them? Like,
how is this really going? How much better is this for them?
I think it's a lot better than what they had.
But they're one of the worst secondaries in the league on their defense. Their rush defense was good last season. So does this really put them in a spot? Oh, linebackers.
I think it's a Dominican Suri signed. Mm-hmm. William Golston. But it's a little improvement, but I guess you got to beef up the secondary.
Because what they did last year was mostly just like fucking hightailing it with players, just throwing the ball. It's all offense. They knew they couldn't stop anybody. So with Brady being a little bit more strategic, they got to put some money into the defense. But I think if they got 2 years with him, I think 2 years is a chance they might have a shot, man.
I think too is how good Brady is. He'll be on the field longer than what Winston was, and I'll give the defense less time to be on the field.
That's a good point. Very good point.
That's what I'm thinking.
And that could be why they were so bad. They were just on the field so much that they were just wore out.
Because Winston, he threw it, was it 40-40 or 50-50?
Oh, man.
From touchdowns and interceptions?
I think he threw more interceptions, right?
I think it was even. I think it was like 50-50 or 40-40. Way too
much, man. Way too much.
But did you hear what he said, though?
What?
Like, something about, like, I guess it's a good thing that he got replaced by the greatest person of all time or something like that.
What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
Where is he? What was his?
Oh. He is such a weird guy, man. Like, why does everybody hate me? Is it because I stole crab legs?
Jameis Winston, Tom Brady tweet.
No, it's because you were fucking accused of rape. And they made a movie about it.
I guess that's kudos to me.
That he's saying it shines good on me because they had to replace me with the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. Get your head out of your ass. You can tell yourself all you want. You can say that.
I saw some April Fool's thing. It was like, oh, Jameis Winston to sign with the Tampa Bay Vipers.
I saw that too. And the first thing I did was I clicked it because I'm like, this might be real. Yeah. I mean, arm-wise, somebody would love to have that, but you can't fucking turn the ball over like 4 times a game, man. Yeah. Anyways, I think it'll be good. Bucks will have something decent to look forward to, and Bruce Arians. I love Bruce. I think he's a great coach.
I love him on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in seeing what he does with this now because now he's got some real stuff up his sleeve. And
plus now it's that LeBron James effect where everyone wants to go to Tampa Bay now to play.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. You might see a lot. That's what I was thinking. You're going to see a lot of these off-season signings.
They'll sign for a minimum just to play with Brady for a year.
Yeah, just to get him a ring, possibly, because it's kind of becoming like that. Let's jump into these trades. How about Stephon Diggs to the Bills? What do you think about that?
It's a big. I guess he's a true number one now. Because did he have like not beef, but was he tired of sharing times with Adam Thielen?
I think he was mad. The ball they weren't passing enough to their wide receivers. So they kicked that up last season. That definitely went a lot better. But you notice that when they threw the ball, Diggs is more the deep guy.
Yeah.
Thielen was a possession receiver, but he would go deep. And frankly, he's better. He's better than Stephon Diggs at just a play-by-play basis. Stephon was a big-time player, a big play guy, but he's not a big body guy. So it was kind of just a lottery to get him up there and to make these big plays. What do you say about Minnesota? Does it hurt him? Does it help him?
Probably hurts him a little bit, just because you don't have another threat on the field with Thielen. So now Thielen will probably be double teamed now instead of being a 1-on-1.
That was my thoughts exactly. You're going to see Thielen take a big dip unless they can get somebody else in there. They've tried the guy out of Ole Miss. What was his name? I think they still have him on roster. It was like 4 years ago. He didn't pan out.
He's still on the Vikings roster.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like Cordell Patterson. No, Patterson's on the Patriots.
Oh, I can't remember his name. He was so good in college.
He's still on the Vikings, though?
Yeah, he was as of last year.
Minnesota, eh?
So just type in Vikings receiver Ole Miss.
You know what this quote's from, Sean? Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.
You know what that's from or no? 51st Dates?
Oh, it's been a long time since I saw that, man. The last time I watched that movie, I took a girl in high school on a date. We had a tornado. We had to call the date short.
So a tornado happened during the movie?
It was actually, we went to dinner and it was storming and it was very awkward because she was a very shy person. And then we went to a movie and it was funny because it was Adam Sandler. And then right after that, the tornado sirens were hitting and was like, all right, we're going home. Not together. So see ya.
I don't see him on Old Miss here. I see Tajay Sharp.
No, he's on the Vikings?
He must have just signed because he was on the Titans, wasn't he?
Well, I'll look it up later.
Dylan Mitchell, Bissy Johnson, Alexander Hollins, Davion Davis.
They tried to trade him towards the end of last year before the deadline, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't see it. Just feeling right now, really.
Either way, does this make the Bills a contender?
No, I think they're the same. Really, they're a good team.
They are, and Josh Allen
me a lot
is
last
for
year.
real, man. I don't think it. You're adding a deep threat to the Bills, whose passing game is very trivial.
But you have John Brown though as a deep threat, don't you?
Yeah, but he's only played a few seasons, man.
Cole Beasley,
as far as healthy wise, Cole Beasley. I mean, put them together.
Well, Cole Beasley's a slot, and then John Brown and Diggs. So,
I mean, when you have Brown and Diggs together, I like the looks of it because one of them's going to be open now.
Yeah.
But what did they do to fix the offensive line? Because that's why Josh Allen is running. It's not because he's a great runner, which he's actually turned out to be.
Yeah.
But he's running to get the fuck away. So I'd focus there.
But since the Patriots Brady's gone, it
makes
Bills,
it wide open.
Now the Bills is a number one.
Who's the winner of that trade? Vikings, Bills.
Probably Bills, because Vikings only got, what did they get out of it? Nothing.
Probably second rounder.
Stephon Diggs.
Maybe not even that.
Probably a second rounder. All right, so Buffalo parted with first round with the 5th and 6th pick this year. Jeez.
What?
Hold on. So Buffalo parted with their first round pick along with a 5th and 6th round pick this year and a 4th round pick in 2021. So the Vikings won.
I think the Vikings won. I didn't know they gave up that much. Holy shit.
So in 2020, they'll have a 1st round pick, a 5th round pick, and a 6th round pick. The next year, they'll have a 4th round pick. So they got four draft picks out of one wide receiver.
Yeah. I was going to give it to the Bills, but the Vikings definitely won that, man.
But since this happens, the Vikings since the Bills, did they make the playoffs? You're right.
Bills? Yeah. Both of them did.
So then they'll get a later pick, right, in the draft? Late 20s?
Yeah, I mean, still we're talking first round, though.
Yeah. You got to get an O-line to protect. Yeah.
All right, moving forward to the next big one. This gentleman set out part of last season to get some money, and that backfired. Melvin Gordon to the Broncos. As I don't really have a big team, but if I had to pick a team, it's the Chargers. I enjoy watching them, and I loved Melvin Gordon. So this one hurt. This one hurt me.
It hurt you in the gut right there?
It did. What do you think? Who won this one? Broncos, Chargers?
Was the Chargers trade him, or was it a free agent signing?
I think it was a trade. I believe it was a trade. I think he had a couple of years on his contract. We can look it up, though. How's your Fosters over there?
That's good. I'm about to get another one.
Let me go grab you one?
I could get it right now.
I gotta get me one, too.
Yeah,
While
go
you
ahead.
Look that up.
Let me look this up and I'll keep
him entertained.
I'll keep him entertained.
Keep him entertained. I'm probably going to end up bringing back kids with me once they see me.
Bring back what?
Kids.
Oh, some kids? So, for Melvin Gordon, what the problem I have is that Melvin Gordon is going to assist him, who already has a decent quarterback with Philip Lindsay. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I know the Chargers just extended Austin Eckler's contract, so the Chargers are not really hurting that much in the running back department. So we'll see what happens, but I'm still trying to find what the trade was for, though. Melvin Gordon trade to Broncos. All right, right here I found it. Melvin Gordon agrees 2 years, $16 million deal. So it had to be Yeah, so it had to be a free agent signing, wasn't it? Yeah. So $8 million a year. But what sucks, I think Eckler's getting paid more than Melvin Gordon.
He is. I saw that. This is fucking Eckler. It was like went undrafted.
While you're gone, I was saying that it doesn't really affect the Chargers that much because Eckler's a really good running back. So
he's taking over. It's his backfield, man.
Yeah. So
and they can get somebody like Justin. Was it Justin Jackson?
He's
He was good.
So
he was good. I don't think I think the Chargers won. I mean, it was a free agent signing, right?
Yeah, and Eckler was just fine when Melvin Gordon wasn't there for the first half of the season. So
yeah,
ain't no different.
Only thing I worry about with Eckler is just his longevity. How long can he hang in there? Because he's going to take a beating. But we're talking new quarterback. This is going to be a whole different offense. Tyrod Taylor's going to be the guy unless they draft somebody.
Do you don't think Cam Newton? I know they said no, but you think Cam will go there?
I don't know, man. Cam to me is really damaged goods, and he's a lot of drama for not a lot of productivity.
Someone has to sign him though.
They will. I can tell you right now, the biggest guy hurt by Cam being a free agent is old, what's his name? From Nevada.
Kaepernick?
Colin Kaepernick, yeah. Because they're going to go after Cam all day before him. I think Kaepernick's done in this league. He didn't have a shot, man.
You thought Kaepernick had a chance this year to get it picked up?
Last year, there was a glimmer of hope. I was like, there's a shot he might. But after his workout stuff, I was like, no. And I even was like, what is special about this guy now? His clock's ticking. But my Chargers will move forward. I'm kind of concerned how we're going to look this year, but Broncos, bro, still got the defense. Who's wide receivers there? Because they've got rid of Emmanuel.
Just
Sutton.
I don't know.
Who shut me up, by the way, last year? I was totally dismissive of that guy.
I drafted him, and I knew he was going to blow up.
Fucking killed it, man.
He's like a top 10 wide receiver. He was really good. Can I look at fantasy wide receiver rankings, I guess?
You can. There's a website I used last season for that. All kinds of data. I can't remember it. That's how long we've been out of the game, man. I don't remember any of this shit we used.
So I just want to see like their points for last year to what happened. 2019, I guess.
I can always pull it up on Yahoo. I think.
Updated 2019 fantasy football rankings. Sutton has to be up there because he was average. He was like in over 10 points a game. How was Juju up there? He did shit.
Okay, so here we go.
This is old.
So number 1 overall, Michael Thomas. Number 2, Chris Godwin. 3 was a little bit of a surprise, Cooper Kupp. He was kind of one of those guys that would have a 40-point week, Julio was number 4. Kenny Golladay, number 5.
I had Golladay.
Yeah. I tried to steal him from you late in the season.
Look
at this motherfucker right here. It was
Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker.
That dude blew up.
I tried to trade for him about 7 times right before the playoffs. Joey would not let him go. I knew it. I was like, this guy's going to win somebody a league. And then look at this. AJ Brown, man. You got to watch out for this guy going forward. Hopkins. Keenan Allen's always kind of been a little bit of a disappointment. I don't think anybody's touching that guy now. Diggs, they're probably going to hold off on him to see what he can do. Edelman, probably out of this picture now. DJ Moore, probably going to be a pretty big asset. Allen Robinson, depending on what's going on in Chicago.
Him, right?
I had him, but I traded him away for who did I trade, Chris?
Was it running back? Josh Jacobs?
No, I traded. No. Who was it? Jarvis Landry. I traded Allen Robinson.
Well, look at their points though. They're not really that far off.
No. Well, at the time, Jarvis was killing it, and Allen. This was through the whole little skid where Trubisky couldn't get it together. So I was like, I'd rather have a guy that can give me 12 points than a guy that might give me 2. Robert Woods, Michael Gallup. That was a big
Sutton's right there under Landry.
Where?
Sutton's under Landry.
Okay. 254. That's good, man.
But go to the top. Look, Michael Thomas to almost 100-point difference from Michael Thomas to Godwin.
So from 1 to 5 is 99 points. Wow.
Crazy.
I should have drafted Michael Thomas. I had the opportunity to get him or Julio, and I took Julio. Which, That's 100-point difference.
100 points.
But I won, so I guess whatever. But that still pissed me off. Yeah, Michael Thomas is for real, man. While we're here, let's pull up the running backs and see who finished off. McCaffrey, Aaron Jones.
McCaffrey, almost 200 points difference.
Derrick Henry, I'll say this. I was wrong about you guys. You guys came on late. I really thought it was going to go a different way.
Freaking a beast.
Dalvin Cook did good for me last year. Got a little hurt.
I had Aaron Jones. He did good for me.
Fournette kind of made a case last year, started coming back on. Saquon was a big disappointment as far as
wasn't he hurt, though, for a couple of games?
He was out for like 4 weeks. But even, I guess, towards the end,
he kicked it up. 4 weeks, say that's what, maybe 15 points a game?
So 60 points.
That's 60 points, that's 3-something.
So then you put you at 330. I mean, he puts him up to 3 spots.
Yeah, so.
I guess, I don't know.
Injury affected him a little bit.
This guy right here won me, I think, my league. That's why I won the FFL.
Miles Sanders, you think? Really?
Yeah. He was on the fucking waiver wire. I picked him. I traded Kevin for somebody, and then he dropped Miles Sanders. I scooped him up, and that guy in the playoffs won me games. Straight up.
I know Joe Mixon was on the waiver wire for a while, too.
Eric dropped him last season. I tried to get him so fast. I was like, why would you drop a starting running back?
Oh, I forgot. I saw his name right now. Todd Gurley.
Yeah, Todd.
That's a big.
So now Todd Gurley at the Falcons, they have moved on from Devonta Freeman, who I believe is a free agent as of right now.
I'm thinking the Texans might sign. No, not Texans. Someone's going to sign him.
I don't know. There's so much up in the air right now. But yeah, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff going on from last year. This is going to be a season where everything almost resets. And football wise, we're really going to have to do our research because everything's changed, man.
I'm telling you, this offseason has been the biggest moves in NFL history I've seen in my life.
I agree with you. I think. It was so nonchalant too, which brings us to the last trade we're going to talk about, and by far the biggest.
The stupidest, I think, on one team's
part. We
know
the winner of this one, and this is the fucking the Arizona Cardinals. David Johnson for DeAndre Hopkins. I don't even know what to say, man.
That's a head scratcher there.
Every time I say it, I'm like, did that really happen? And Bill O'Brien's happy with it? DeAndre is a generational talent, man. Like, seriously, one of the greatest wide receivers playing the game right now. And you trade him for David Johnson, who was really good for 1 year. And pretty good for another year, and then not bad for a couple years.
And then last year, shit.
Yeah. So what are you getting? I know they were like, hey, he's going to expect a big pay bump in the next year. There's a contract coming up, and we can't do that. You figure that shit out. You got you got Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins. You keep them two together, Bill. I don't get it, man. The fuck you doing, Bill?
Yeah, so this trade, Cardinals sent Hopkins along with a 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick.
Yeah, there's some couple of conditional
Cardinals
picks.
Get a 4th-round pick, which turned into a 25th pick in the 1st round. Yeah,
it's weird because they were talking about some of the stipulations of it, and if like a couple of them don't pass the physical within the next week or two, the trade will fall through. There's a chance that it will. Nobody thinks it will, but there is a kind of a stipulation because David Johnson has not passed the physical yet.
Well, they're saying this might not even happen. This trade might not happen.
It's not went through yet.
Oh,
nope.
Damn.
Nope. Look into the stipulation portion of it. I found an article that was talking about, hey, this is not a done deal. They're still working on it.
Now, what that does, say if it doesn't go through, why would you want to go back and...
Now you look like an idiot that wants to get rid of your best wide receiver. He needs to hope it goes through.
Yep.
Yeah, see that?
DeAndre Hopkins' trade isn't final, but Cliff Kingsbury isn't worried.
Yeah, there's a chance it doesn't, but I mean, if it doesn't, it's just going to be awkward for everybody.
Well, the reason why it hasn't went through is because they haven't performed physicals because of coronavirus. That's why.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
But shit, all the celebrities get tested for coronavirus before us regular people. How the fuck are they not doing that shit? Take care of them. Get it done.
Yeah, but now Kyler Murray has Fitzgerald.
Bro.
He has Johnny Hopkins, and then freaking
Kirk. What's his name? The other is it Kirk?
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk. That guy. Don't forget about that guy.
And then what's his face from Miami? The running back that blew up.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake. There you go.
Yeah.
He blew up, and
God, we're so rusty.
with his though is there's a clause where I think he's a free agent, but the Cardinals could match whatever a team tries to buy him for.
Yeah,
so
they
which makes me think that they'll probably re-sign him.
It's not the franchise tag; it's something else, wasn't it?
It's a different tag.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I don't know. It's football. Football's been crazy, man. Hopefully, it'll be back before we think, but
I think football for sure is going to be.
Yeah, I would assume so.
It's not going to be any different than what it is.
The baseball and all that stuff. Which
yeah.
All right, let's jump forward, man. What do we got next?
Let's talk about UFC real quick.
So I don't know shit about UFC, so let's listen about UFC. What's that?
So UFC 249 was supposed to happen April 18th, but Dana White had it all set up. It was going to be on an Indian reservation.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
What was that about? Explain to me, like, what was the gist of that?
Because at an Indian reservation, it's different laws. So they pretty much govern themselves. So you get hosted there and not have to worry about the federal government trying to shut it down.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So that's a loophole. But
so he was trying to secure these little private whatever places.
There's going to be no fans, but he needed to have a venue to fight.
Oh yeah, he just wants to sell pay-per-view. That's what he wants to do.
Because the reason why he sell pay-per-view is because I think with Disney and ESPN, it's like 78 pay-per-views or 78 shows he needs to have in a year to make money.
Oh.
That's why he keeps pushing out shows, but they didn't allow it. So it was so close to go through, but he had a meeting with Disney and ESPN, and they said, no, you cannot do this. So he had to back out.
Why? I mean, if you have no fans there, you're only worried about two guys. Football, you're talking, there's 22 people on the field at a time.
Well, yeah, UFC you have to worry about a little bit, but everyone was tested. You test everyone. So
yeah, what's the
I
big
don't
deal?
know.
If there's no fans, which is the biggest portion of it,
you just have
your
fighters,
crew, your
referees, announcers.
Those can all social.
It.
Yeah, they can all still stay
you just sit
6 feet apart.
That's all you have to do. But
I don't get it, man. If the fighters are good to put that, why not put that pay-per-view on and let these people watch something?
Yeah, because I was listening to a podcast and it's a 97% chance nothing's going to happen. Just take the risk.
Make a shitload of money.
The only problem was bugging me is he was going to charge $60 for pay-per-view. Make it free for everyone to watch at home. Because this would be the first sporting event that
Exactly. There's a vacuum right now created for sports because there's none. So people want to watch anything. I was watching my kids play fucking Mahjong the other day because I was so bored.
I remember that. That's the one. That's like the little tiles game where you have the symbols, right? And you got to match them.
I put it on a tablet and I was like, "Oh, who's gonna win?"
They know how to play it though, right? Or no? Or they just press random?
One of them does. No, I'm just so bored.
So, you're kind of an evil dad. Like you play it and then you have side bets. Like who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Dude, I pull out like ice cream and I'm like, "Oh, there's only one left, guys. Who's gonna fight for it?"
That's so wrong.
But
yeah, so that happened.
If they put UFC on right now, and I'm not a big UFC guy.
I'd watch if it's free.
I couldn't tell you who's holds the belts. I enjoy watching it because I respect the sport and it's very interesting. But if they put on and it was free, you'd bet your ass I'm watching it. Yeah. Even if it costed money, I'd find a way to watch it.
There's
no sports.
Download
man.
it illegally somehow.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. We'd go out of our way to find a way to watch it. So I get why he's pushing so hard to get it. So is he done? Did they shut him down completely, or does he have a shot?
One, but this dude got a private island.
That's what I was reading about.
Fight on.
So
international waters, so he could fight on there. I guess.
So is he own it now? Or
I think so.
It? Shit, he bought it.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so originally White had thought that after UFC 249 fights could proceed as scheduled at the secured location, he said on Tuesday he was close to acquiring a private island. This shit is Mortal Kombat to its finest.
Do you want to get somebody's take on UFC that knows about it?
Yeah.
I can give him a call.
You want? Call him. Who is it?
My buddy Friendly.
Call him.
He's a big UFC dude.
You think he'll answer?
Oh, he texted me right now, actually.
Call him.
Said he's watching John Mulaney's new special on Netflix.
Oh, John Mulaney? Okay. Call that dude and just put it up to the microphone.
I will. It's my buddy Matt Friend from
That's kind of cool. We have a little special guest.
He doesn't even know it. Better answer, man.
Come on.
He's going to listen to this podcast and be like, I didn't answer the phone. What the fuck? Friendly. Come on. Answer the phone.
Is he like a big UFC fan, though?
Big, yeah.
Okay. Oh, you shitbag.
That's not like him not to answer. But usually it's Friday night, and in the Midwest it's like 10 o'clock, so he could be... Well, there's no bars open.
He just texted you.
Yeah, just a little bit ago.
Whose phone rings that long?
Jesus, I know. Set up your voicemail, Matt.
You can call him back, or he's going to text him and tell him, have him call you.
Yes, he doesn't have a voicemail.
You can text him, have him call you.
It was 20 minutes ago he texted me too.
All right, well, Sean's going to text him, and then we'll hopefully get him on the podcast. Yeah, so I think just... If this would have went down,
here we go.
Is he calling back?
Hola.
How much we get to?
We're actually doing our first Yelling from the Stands podcast right now. We wanted to have you on as a surprise guest.
Oh, sure.
We're talking UFC and Dana White, man. What do we need to know? Like we went over the private island shit he's trying to do, and him trying to make this shit happen. What is where's he at with that?
Last I've seen, he did like a vlog today or yesterday. It got shut down because ESPN asked him to back down on it. The guy I talked to at work, he says like the governor kind of asked him to shut it down. But Tachi Palace Casino, I guess I'm not sure if it's their island or not, but they're the ones that he said they're getting the first pay-per-view whenever they come back to the first show, and they're going to do a lot with them.
So, go ahead.
Back before Zuffa, who owns UFC, bought WC, it's an old organization for them. They had all the 125, 135, 145 weight classes before the UFC merged with them. Mm-hmm. And they put on Tachi Palace Casino, they put on all their fights. So it looks like they're kind of bringing back to them and doing more promotions with them.
So does he actually have a shot at getting something going on soon?
Dana White's very persistent, if nothing else.
Yeah.
He blows a lot of smoke, but he usually, when he wants something done, he'll get it done. May not be done immediately. He's still trying to get it done within a few weeks.
So what was the reason, like we were talking about, is like if there's no fans in the stands and all you've got to worry about is two guys that might be, the ones actually touching each other, like what's the big concern?
I couldn't really say. Usually the fight card has 12 to 15 fights. Usually. Mm-hmm. So they'd have to have a room for 24 fighters to 30 fighters, and they usually have 3 cornermen with them at all fights. So
okay, so there's a decent amount of people.
Yeah.
But still, shit, man, how much money he can make, and I know that's what he's thinking because there's no sports right now, so he'd be the only thing.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He wants to just get back to some normalcy and give fans what they want.
Yeah,
and
fuck yeah.
The fighters really need it because the fighters are the ones missing out the most. They got to, especially the ones they're supposed to fight this weekend or next weekend. Actually, they're still paying for their training camps, their training partners, and everything else.
Yeah.
And the weight cuts is what really fucked them. Because their last 2 weeks is when they dial in their weight cut, and now they don't know what they're doing. That really changed their nutrition plans up.
I bet, man, those guys plan to lose weight like at certain timelines, and being told they're now postponed might happen, might not happen. That really does fuck with them.
Yeah, really. That's really bad for especially people that cut like 30 to 40 pounds. It's really hard for them. And they're not going to be able to fight the same if they fight again. They rescheduled like a month away now.
Damn.
It's going to mess them up.
Well, it's what we were just talking about. We went through all the sports and we got to UFC. And mostly, like, we feel like kind of UFC's kind of had the biggest push in trying to make this shit happen because right now there's a sports vacuum. Nothing's happening. There's just tons of people are just drinking themselves to death at home, waiting for some shit to happen. And they're like, God damn, just put something on TV. Like I was telling Zach, I was throwing candy and ice cream to my kids, watch them fight over it and putting bets and shit on it. But we need something to happen out there. It's getting restless, man. How's for everybody listening that don't know, Friendly is out of not Tulsa. Are you in Tulsa?
No, I'm Bartlesville.
Oh, Bartlesville, Oklahoma. That's right.
Where's that at?
It's a suburb of Tulsa.
Oh, fancy.
So a little bit smaller. It's actually about the size of Highland where we just moved. How's the coronavirus shit going on out there? Because in California, everything's locked down.
So go to grocery stores and pharmacies, stuff like that.
When did you guys shut down your bars?
Probably 3 weeks ago, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking they were open like last week, but I was like, I'm probably mistaken.
It's been like 3 weeks.
So pretty sounds about the same as it is out here. Pretty much just grocery stores and necessities.
Yeah, as long as liquor stores can stay open.
Yep.
Have you guys passed the law? The law out there to where they can sell cold 6-point and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Finally. Dude,
it's probably been more than a year.
Oh, has it been that long?
Is it the alcohol percentage you're saying?
So when I lived in Oklahoma, it used to be...
Maybe it's just this last November, maybe.
So they can sell 6-point beer now, right?
Yep.
So when I was there, Oklahoma was a 3.2 beer state.
Percentage?
That's
alcohol
it.
percentage?
That's the highest beer. Yeah.
So no Bud Light was there because Bud Light's 5%?
They made it, but they made specific
low. Oh, so Bud Light was low
point beer. All the beer was. The only beer you could buy that was high point was hot, and you had to buy it at a liquor store. You would not find it cold. So I'm guessing you can find it cold now, right?
Yeah, where it's cold now.
Sweet. So yeah, that's good that they've came along. Can you buy it on Sundays?
You can at like grocery stores, but liquor stores aren't open yet. That's like open for vote by county.
That's what I thought I saw that. I was thinking I saw that on a ballot somewhere, and I was like, about time. Yeah, the Sundays liquor stores are not allowed to be open.
Because like religious, it's Oklahoma's. I guess it's the Bible Belt, so it's kind of like
it's like it's the main part of the Bible Belt. So, what all fun shit's happened out in Oklahoma that we're missing out on, Friendly?
Well, nothing really since everything shut down.
What have you been doing? Have you been working?
Yeah, I've been working from home for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, shit. That's how Zach's doing, too, working from home. Does that suck?
I don't have to put on the clothes ever. That's pretty nice.
Same. The whole thing is motivation. You gotta get up. You gotta want to work. Like, gotta work because no one's supervising you.
Yeah, I just posted yesterday. It's gonna be hard going back to work and to put on shirt and pants.
When do you guys know when you're going back?
No, not yet.
Oh shit!
I'm thinking not till May.
It's gonna be a while, man. Has any of our friends or anybody we know back home caught the virus?
No.
No one knows who. You don't have anyone that you know that got it.
I mean, I do.
You know someone?
Yeah. I don't know if Friendly knows this, but I don't know if you know, but my mom, they think she had it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was about 2 weeks ago. We got a phone call from her, and she went to the doctor with the fever and all the typical symptoms and shortness of breath and all that. And the doctor, they didn't have enough tests. So they sent her home and put her in straight quarantine. And they said, we only can assume you have it because you have everything that everybody else has. So she was in quarantine for about 10 days with fevers, shortness of breath. It didn't sound like she got it too bad. She's over it now. She said she feels much better. Still gets a little bit of headaches and stuff, but she was never like on. The doctor was like, hey, once you get the shortness of breath, we'll have to get you back in here on a ventilator if it's that bad. But it never ended up being something quite that bad. But I don't know if she actually got it or just had something else, though. But it's crazy shit, man. Well, all right, man. I just wanted to call you and get your opinion on UFC because I don't know shit about it, and we were just talking about it.
I'm really looking forward to that card because it had tons of good fights, so I was really looking forward to watching it.
Yeah? I saw you said you were watching John Mulaney's new stand-up, or whatever it was. How was it?
Yeah, it was kind of odd. He says at the beginning that it's kind of TV for kids isn't the same as it used to be growing up, so he wanted to kind of bring it back to that, and there's like a lot of singing and stuff like that, but
I think I saw that.
It's like kind of like a Dimitri, because didn't Dimitri sing and draw and stuff like that?
I think so. I think he was talking, he had like kids on there, right?
Yeah, the Sack Lunch Bunch.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I was pretty lit up, though. I don't remember much about it. You've watched Bert's and Segura's new ones?
Yeah, Segura's was hilarious.
I don't think it was as good as the old ones.
Though.
You haven't watched it still?
No.
Shit, it's
I've
good.
heard like mixed reviews, and then Bert's podcast, I saw him live, so I know all his jokes. I was like, eh.
It was good. I mean, I'm not a crazy big Bert stand-up fan. Segura's my favorite, but his new one's good, but like it wasn't as quite as good as his old ones, but it's good. I liked it.
I love his 69 joke is really good.
That was really like, why would you do that?
D'Elia, when is this come out?
Next week.
Yeah, he's the next big one is Chris D'Elia. All right. You need to watch
Tiger King.
Oh, you've watched Tiger King, right?
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh shit, dude. That's your heritage right there.
I was thinking that, like, man, I'm missing out on so much free drinks. I could just travel and just tell people I know the guy. I get free drinks all over the place.
Yep.
Dude, you should have seen the pharmacy I was working in today lit up when they found out that I lived a couple hours away from him. They're like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, I remember here. We didn't like, go to the zoo or nothing, but like I definitely heard about him when I was in the state. You know, he was all over the news. He was ridiculous, especially when he ran for governor. I love that shit though, dude. I watched that on a whim and I was like, this went super viral. It's crazy. But all right, friend, we'll let you go, man. We're going to wrap this up. You'll be on the first episode of Yelling from the Stand. So congratulations. Surprise.
Glad to be on.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye. All right.
That was really cool, actually.
First surprise guest. Maybe we'll just start doing that. Say fuck the
just
professional and just call him.
I guess it's like whatever topic is, if that person knows like the sport, just call him.
Yeah. Like if we ever decide to talk about like Final Fantasy, we can call Eric. He's really digging the new Final Fantasy right now.
We can talk about video games and stuff too.
Whatever we want, man. This is our podcast. We don't follow anybody's rules. But let's get into our last segment, talking about Major League Baseball.
That's my bread and butter out there, people.
This is Zach and his father's shit right here. Whole family loves the baseball. I enjoy it. I am not a professional at it, not an expert by any means. So
go Dyers.
Yeah, sure. Let's go Dyers.
So, guys, if you don't know, with this whole COVID-19 pandemic, MLB's extended its day. The thinking, there's talks. Originally was 4th of July was opening day, but now it could be early as May. And now they're thinking that with this whole situation that originally they wanted to have it in Arizona. They want all 30 teams to go to Arizona. They have 10 spring training fields they could play at, plus the numerous college fields, Arizona State, Grand Canyon University, University of Arizona. So there's plenty of fields out there. It's just a problem of keeping the players from the hotel to the stadium only. Because, Sean, that's all they wanted to do was pretty much just like house arrest. They just wanted you play the game, and then you go back to your hotel. That's it.
Oh, okay.
So that was the original plan. But now, I saw today that they want to realign this season, and whoever plays in the Grapefruit League, that's like pretty much like the American League, and then whoever plays in the Cactus League, that's like the National League. But both leagues are mixed with AL and NL teams, which is kind of cool. So, what you think about that is like there's no American League and National League anymore. It's all like interleague play.
So what's the leagues though? The Grapefruit and all that.
So Grapefruit League is just pretty much spring training in Florida, and Cactus League is spring training in Arizona, It's a mixture of AL and NL teams that play in those states.
Oh, okay.
So I have pulled up the I'll read you guys off the divisions that would happen. So in the Grapefruit League, so each league there'll be 3 divisions. So the Grapefruit League, so there's a north, south, east, and in the Cactus League there's a north, east, west, and northwest. So the Grapefruit League in the north you have the Yankees, the Phillies, the Blue Jays, the Tigers, and the Pirates. So in that league you have 3 NL team. No, 1, 2. You have 2. Yeah, you have 3 NL teams. Or no, sorry. You have 3 AL teams, and you have 2 NL teams. So it's kind of cool. It's like instead of because usually your division you're either AL and NL team.
Yeah,
but this is a mixture of both.
That's crazy.
It's kind of cool. Then in the South you have the Red Sox, the Twins, the Braves, the Rays, and the Orioles. The East you have the Nationals, the Astros, the Mets, and the Mets, Cardinals, and Marlins. And then the Cactus League Northeast, you have the Cubs, the Giants, the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, the Athletics. The West, you have the Dodgers, the White Sox, the Reds, the Indians, the Angels. And then the Northwest, you have the Brewers, the Padres, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Royals. So I think it's a good idea.
So and they said they were all going to play like 2 stadiums. Was that right?
Well, originally had Arizona. They wanted to move Arizona because Arizona, I think the COVID-19 was low. So it's like we could control it and keep everyone there and quarantine them. And there's 10 spring training stadiums there. Plus they could use college stadiums to play in.
Okay, so they would keep it all real local, no fans.
No fans. It'd just be players, coaches, training staff, and then I guess film crews.
Yeah.
That's all it is though.
Okay.
But now I guess they're going to keep whoever's in Florida for the spring training because there's 30 teams in the NL. Mm-hmm. There's 30 teams in MLB. MLB. 15 go to Florida, 15 go to Arizona. And they stay there, and that's their own league.
So they would play individually in each league, and then
they'll stay in Florida. So everyone in Florida plays against each other. Everyone in Arizona plays against each other. And I'm thinking there's 6 divisions. There'll be the number 1 seed for each division will make the playoffs, and then they'll have the wild card still.
Wow, okay.
And I guess I'm pretty sure playoffs will probably be at a neutral site, I'm thinking.
So the only thing that I've got as an outsider asking is how are they going to make something like this work when they couldn't make the UFC work in a very similar setting?
I guess it means a lot of testing for COVID-19. That's the only thing I can think of. And if everyone's clear,
I mean,
they'll have a private hotel that only hosts those teams. And if you're going to and from the hotel,
I mean, you're talking these players, they're going to be isolated from everybody else they know. Yep. They're not going to be allowed to see.
They won't see their family for like 6 months.
Shit.
But they need to make a paycheck. You got to support your family, so you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I love the idea, though. It's only going to happen for 1 year if this doesn't spur up next year.
Yeah, like I keep thinking about over and over. Like when I was in sports journalism school, we went over all these crazy years where stuff was different.
Like all the lockouts and all that stuff.
Lockouts, all this stuff. This is happening right now. They're going to look back and be like, remember that time when coronavirus was big?
Yeah, because I think they might cancel the NHL season. NBA might be canceled. Like you'll have no winner that year. It'll be like an asterisk. There's no one won.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's a good idea though for the
I love the idea. Like it's only gonna happen this year. Just accept it. It's just something different.
Because the biggest things you're losing is just like, I mean, you're obviously not playing home games and away games. They're all going to be just
fans. You're losing
no fans, which that's going to be so
on TV.
Quiet.
People, if that's a first sport, everyone's going to get a kick out of it. We get to watch something on sport on TV.
Exactly. But yeah, if you put on MLB right now, which I usually don't watch it a lot, watch it every day. Yeah. Whatever's on. Wow. So what do you think has the best? You think that's the best like possibility of actually happening
for sport? Yeah. Or I think UFC is probably the best option right now.
That's what I kind of thought, and I was like, "What the fuck? How are they letting this fall?"
That's way less people than what the MLB has. Because MLB you have, I don't know, close to 20-something players on a roster.
Just enough to fill take the field.
They're talking about 2. Okay, so for players, they'll need to be 6 feet apart in the stands.
What?
So they won't be in the dugout. They'll have to be 6 feet apart from each other.
They're going to make them sit in the stands.
Because there's no fans there.
That's kind of ridiculous, but I get it.
But if everyone's testing, everyone's clean, they could be around each other. I don't see what's the point.
Yeah.
Problem with that is, so you have to clean out a full hotel, host multiple teams at the hotel. I guess maybe per league or per division for those leagues, they'll have their own hotel, I'm assuming. And let's go to and from the hotel to the stadium. That's it.
That's a lot of details, though.
It's a lot of travel organization, a lot of... Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see what happens in the near month.
Let's hope they can get something together because, I mean...
I'm getting so bored. I had to watch, yesterday or 2 days ago, I went back and watched the old World Baseball Classic for 2017, 2018?
Well, do you know the NFL Network put up all their, I can't remember the name of the replay pass or some shit. It's all for free.
Huh.
So, you can watch all old NFL games. I've been watching all kinds of old football games left and right.
And say if you go farther back and you don't remember it, it's like watching a brand new game almost.
Oh, it is, man.
You don't remember the outcome. Every game. Yeah.
Well, let's hope they get something done, man, because we're bored and we can only drink and eat so much.
Yep.
All right, dude.
That was a successful first.
I think it's not too bad for our first one. It was kind of choppy. We decided to do it about 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago, yeah, but it was something to do.
Yeah, it was good. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We're going to be back soon, putting some more podcasts together.
Are we going to try to do this weekly?
I don't know. We don't know what we're doing. Yeah. I would assume at least once a week.
Yeah.
Just like before. Keep it fun. Nothing too long. Get everybody in here. Have some people on the show. Have a good time. Talk whatever sports we can, especially during this down period. We'll probably have some other stuff thrown in there too. We just don't want to put a cap on it. We don't want to, put ourselves in a lane where we have to stay and do this and we have to do this.
Yeah.
We want to have fun. We want to enjoy doing this each week. And damn it, that's what we're going to do. So hope you enjoy it. Join the ride. Like us on all of our social media. We have all the same stuff as before. It's all switched over to Yelling from the Stands. Facebook, Instagram's the big one. Website is down, gone. All that
what
stuff's
happened
gone.
with the website? You
shut that shit down after they. If you have GoDaddy, you should probably cancel it because my shit got hacked on there, and some guy bought hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff on my account. So, and GoDaddy did nothing about it. If it wasn't for PayPal, I wouldn't have got my money back. So, fuck you, GoDaddy, and yeah, no more with you. But no, we'll get it set up. We'll do it week to week, and just stay tuned with us on social media, and
What's good about this too is if we get a bigger following, more giveaways, more sports, shit. More range of sports to deal with.
Yeah, man, we might give away drugs. We don't know.
Hey, that's a little too much.
Yeah, it's probably too much.
A little too much.
Okay. But, all right, let's wrap this thing up. We're going to go call it a night. So, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll I guess. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And this is Yelling from the Stands. Take it easy, guys.